Okay. Because the sooner we can get a whole bunch of this stuff, the sooner I can get a bunch of sweet conveyor belts. That's not going to work. Okay, so glad that doesn't make me take falling damage anymore. Alright. And our rotors are probably stacking up fairly well. This, on the other hand, is probably dismal business. Probably should have actually stocked up on those earlier. Okay. So we're almost done. Let's tear this up. We want to get a splitter. Splitter goes there. Splitter goes there. Power line. Power line goes here. I feel like I'm swinging about more. I don't know. I must be getting tired or something, because I feel like I'm drunk. Not great. Okay, so you want to make more steel pipes. Because one foundry can service 2 of those. And we want to do production instructor. Let's see, we want to more or less do the exact same thing. Let's see. Organization, storage. There we go. Steel beams. And this one's not powered up. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to be producing steel beams very slowly. Let's see, he's already forgotten he can slap a splitter onto an existing conveyor belt. It didn't work the last time I tried. Or did you miss that part? So, I didn't want to deal with it right now. Okay. So, was it... Yeah, it looks like iron is the real limitation here. We've got a whole bunch, so I can probably get T2 belts here. So we're just going to do T2 for now. And then we'll try and go up to T3. I guess I actually had enough. Holy crap, that's fast. Look at that iron go! See, I was thinking I'd probably make my steel an outpost and truck it in. Could be an interesting way to do it. Really depends on the proximity of iron. My main thing is I've got 3 pure iron mines right next to my base. And so... it's like, as much as I would like to you know, experiment with, like, trucking it in, for example, all of my resources are right here. It would be worth it if I didn't have pure. But because it's pure, it's just so much. I can just do whatever. Okay, that's steel pipes. This is the one I want to pull from. Let's see. Definitely worth it for power, though. Like, I went with remote bases for power plants. That was the right choice. Okay. So now it looks like the main problem with iron is straight up just... we aren't actually producing enough of it. Yeah. How are you enjoying this game so far? I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's satisfactory. There's not really much to say apart from it's super good. I don't know. Okay, so I gotta get a drill. More of that stuff. Do I have any? Yes, I've got steel in my inventory. Let's see, is it slug time? No, it's not even slug time yet. That's the wild part about all of this. I straight up have yet to need to go for slugs because I have so many resources that I can just pull from. Oh, I see. I need to make steel beams. Ugh. Encased industrial beams are going to be one hell of a thing to fabricate. This game lives up to its name so well. Yeah, I do feel like it needs a couple of upgrades that make, say, like, handcrafting a little bit faster, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, honestly, I think my next order of business is probably just handcrafting this part. We're gonna hit the last tier tonight. And that'll be my stopping point. I just want to look at it. Oh, it capped out, actually. Ideally, you don't handcraft. I guess it's their intended style. The problem is there's a number of resources that you just don't need to automate immediately. Oh, of course. The problem is, this is going to be kind of expensive. Yeah, time to go upgrade coal. Yeah, I think I'm only going to be able to get up to tier 2 belts with coal. And even then, I don't know. This is why people do truck chains. I'm not actually sure if I'm going to have enough. I guess the other thing is we could actually just leave it here and wait for a little while. See, bring back sugar cube. I'm not bringing back the murder cube. Also, like, a truck chain for this would be a nightmare. Maybe not so bad. Yeah, in retrospect, I don't think I'm going to make it to this tonight. The amount of resources that we need to just let process, it's a lot. It's a lot more than I have time for, I think. I want to see if I can get the, These Mark II belts are actually covering a ridiculous amount of ground. I might actually be able to get it all the way up there, but I'm betting it's going to peter out just as I get up there. So how do you do a truck chain? You can program them, actually. Yeah, it's gonna peter out. Well, there's a silver lining. You know, I took this trip earlier and ate some carrot sticks. Well, it's much faster now. Oh, come on. Oh, is this? Yeah, this is T1. Yeah, so I'm gonna say about 100 more. I might as well just make them. Yeah, I missed 2 conveyors. Yeah. Yeah, I did. The other thing I want to make sure is I can get a miner Mark II up there. Because I'm going to need it, probably. be great if you could almost use hydropower to speed things along. Or something, I don't know. Well, it looks like it might be backing up again. We'll have to see when we get... No, I just missed spots. Because, yeah, when I get to the, pop, we'll have to see how it's going. It looks like it's still kind of limited. But, yeah, so... You can program trucks to go to and from a location, pick up resources, so on and so forth. So what I could do is actually have a bunch of trucks just running a circuit. The reason why I don't want to do that is, one, because conveyors take no power or resources. Not that that's that big of a deal. And also conveyors just look cooler. The trucks are fun, but they also have the tendency of killing me. So, I'd prefer to just, you know, let that be. You know, one feature this game doesn't have is you can't limit how much goes into one storage. That would actually be a nice feature. Okay, so at this point, I'm actually going to set Conveyor Belt Mark III on my bar. At this point, I should not be using Mark Is, period. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace these with Mark IIIs. At least for now. That'll give me some extra... I don't think I can even... Yeah, I can't even run against it. It's too fast. I can run along the edge. It's kind of nice. But that's the extent of it. But yeah, next time we play this, and I have no idea when that's going to be totally honest. 8 hours of one game is a freaking lot. So I might not actually get back to solo Satisfactory for a couple of days. Okay, can't afford. Okay, so these are Mark II. This is Mark II. I just want to make sure that everything is Mark II, otherwise it's going to be, well, it's going to be really obvious, which is nice. Can you do that by filling storage with a useless item to artificially fill it? Yeah, but that's a pain in the ass. I mean, you're right, but like, Factorio has that feature, so if you only ever need one stack of rotors, not that that's actually the case in this game, I could limit it. Honestly, the more I can stockpile, the better, because everything gets used. It's actually a really nice system. Okay, there we go. So that should speed that up a little bit more. And this will give us nice, zippy coal. Okay, there we go. It's a very short section on one of those platforms. I think I got that one already. Okay. Time to find out. It'll be pretty obvious because it suddenly speeds up. Oh, maybe I might see it. Yep, there it is. Looks like we might have one other. No, it doesn't look like it. I think that's it. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Well, either way, that's about as fast as I'm going to be able to make that. Right. There's one more thing that I'm going to do here. Because at this point, we might be transporting more. No, I think I could transport a little bit more. Yeah, it feels like it's a little slow, but I think that's just because we've been on a T3 belt at this point and we know what fast is. So, meh. Let's see, so let's go all the way up. Wonder how is Babo's You? It's a fun game. I like it a lot. It's frustrating just because it's difficult, but it's fun and it's fascinating. And I want to play more. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to play more without Shell, which, like, sucks. I don't know. She's my buddy. There we go. Okay, so that should spit some hail of coal. Okay. So we're good to go. We've got that set up. I could potentially start replacing things with T3 belts, but I'm not sure if we need it yet. We'll get there. Did I power it? Son of a poop, I forgot to power it. Sorry, the previous one was hooked up, so my brain was just like, it's hooked up. You gotta remember I'm used to the Factorio style, where it's just like, everything is hooked up to everything based on proximity. It also takes a little while for the drill to start going, so I was just like, eh, it's probably fine. You straight up can't run against a T2 belt in this. Well, anyway, that's a whole bunch of coal. At some point, I'll probably have to maybe upgrade that. But later. Let's see, is the early access as good as the alpha? Yes. Better. I mean, honestly, they've fixed it up a little bit more. But, you know, only so much. It's probably going to... I mean, it's probably going to improve a lot. Should be able to run against a T2, but not a T3. Yeah, you're right. Oh, maybe I used a T3 on that one section. I don't know. I might have. Wasn't paying that much attention. And we'll probably come back once we have more steel set up and I can run even more. We do have a whole other coal mine that I haven't even touched yet. Jump in the water. There's no convenient water to jump into. I did not make it. I did not make this jumpable. Not to mention, half the water in this game is a straight up lie. It is not functional. I haven't put in all the hitboxes yet, which is really funny to experience. Alright, so let's go see how much we've got loaded in for science. My assumption is barely anything, and I might have to make the modular frames myself. Ugh. I hope they add power alternatives, like hydropower and such. Yeah, hydro, solar, and wind? It would be magic to actually have alternatives to kind of every resource. Maybe not every resource, but definitely power. And you could even do geothermal, because we've definitely seen like geysers and stuff. I don't know. Whatever. It's not big of a deal, but it would be neat. Okay, so I've got steel pipes. I've got a bunch of these. They're stacking up nicely, but I think a lot of that is just because I did pre-seed them. I think I'm gonna go just hand make some motors. Yeah, water wheels. It would actually be really neat if they had a bunch of really low-end tech. Like, currently the tech tree looks like kind of a weird squiggly tower. What I really want under this game is a tech tree that looks more like one hell of a pyramid. So, like, in the very beginning of the game, you've got bioreactors, you've got water wheels, you've got really basic, oh, not enough space in inventory. I guess I'm just gonna go chuck the coal into, one of those things. Maybe. Probably this one. Yeah, you look like you could use some coal. Well, that clears my inventory out a little bit. So, wouldn't a pyramid make an inverse trajectory? Yeah, kinda. Ow. Oh, it's because I was up top. That's fine. Yeah, water wheels generate power, but the waterways could also work as a tier 1 belt. Provide a little power and material for a remote area. Yeah, like... honestly, especially for games like this, I want such a broad amount of things that you can do. The more options, the better. And so... oh, I'm gonna have to go get more copper wire, aren't I? I don't know. I just think it would be kind of interesting seeing all the, like, neat things you could do. With like, low-end tech-ish. Yeah, you look like you're starved for iron. These things will come in handy when they release the modding API. I've heard they kind of have vague plans for that, but that's probably not going to be till way later. Who knows? I'm really interested to see what their overall game plan is for this game. Because on one hand, it has the potential to be greater than Factorio. But the question is, are they going to develop it for nearly as long? Because Factorio, the developers of the game have been working on it for a stupidly long time, and they're probably going to continue to work on it for a stupidly long time. I need 150 of these. I gotta go get some wire. Dude, would this work as a VR game? Not well. I mean, I'm sure you could get it working, but I think that should be a very low priority for anyone. I mean, that's true of, like, most games. VR is a neat novelty, but I wouldn't say it's great. I think they said in one of their dev blogs they have plans out to 2025 for this game. Well, that's easy. Well, easy? Comforting? The only problem is, I do like Coffee Press, and I do hope that they make more than just this game, as well. Coffee Stain, not Coffee Press, sorry. Coffee Press is a different studio entirely. There's too many coffee-related studios. But yeah, I like Coffee Stain, I like what they do. Sanctum specifically, I'm a very big fan of. So I could conceivably automate the creation of these things. It wouldn't even take that long. It'd just be messy. Let's see. What do we do? I guess let's go grab my rotors. I should probably go dump off a lot of those spare resources that I'm not using. Here we go. I don't need you. I don't really need all of these iron plates. Probably don't need that right now. Definitely don't need that. Let's see. Grab a bunch of these. Probably gonna have to go get the rest too. Seemed like the right kind of indie company, but I think they really screwed up with Epic. I don't... Well, I mean, financially, they definitely did not screw up with Epic Games. I think Epic Games gave them, like, a stupid amount of money. Like, an actual bonkers amount, comparatively. Because I think they really wanted in on that Factorio, you know, fan base cash. Because they know that they knew that this was going to be like one hell of a hit comparatively, and they're right. And so it's like, I'm not exactly a big fan of Epic either, honestly, sort of. I don't know, I'm torn, because on one hand, like, half the gaming industry is powered by Epic Games to begin with. I mean, Unreal Engine is their thing. So whenever anybody gets, like, super up in arms against Epic and all the dirty things that they do, I'm like, almost all of our games straight up just require Epic Games. Or, well, Unreal Engine. So, like, I don't know. It's a weird time to suddenly get up in arms about Epic, I guess would be my very specific gripe. But I guess it's one of those that people didn't really have a reason to complain until recently. Okay. That is awkward maneuvering. Okay, can I make 100 motors? Perfect. And then I'm probably gonna want to go make the hand-make the modular frames as well, just because it's gonna take forever otherwise. See, why are you moving so fast? I got speed hacks on. The alternative is being really slow for a while. And doing this all, like, really slowly by hand. I didn't want to do that. I'm going speed. Let's see. So what do I need for modular frames? I need a lot of things. How are you doing? Alright. Oh god, that's a long ways off. Wait, what? I thought I had 150. Damn it! Damn it, Bobby!